Welcome back, folks, to a brand new video.
Oh my goodness, where to start? In a region filled with art masterpieces, beautiful landscapes, cypress trees, and don't forget those rolling hills. And of course, I have some special towns that we will now explore. So let's take another look at 12 beautiful towns to visit in Tuscany. So we start this video with Sienna, a precious Tuscan gem that is always demanding another photograph. So this is where to go in Tuscany to discover the region at its best. It has a beautiful historic centre, declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site, with its sloping cobbled streets and atmospheric palazzi. You can see why it's one of the most beautiful places to go in Tuscany. Away from the Piazza del Campo, Sienna highlights include a huge range of art treasures in the city's magnificent 13th century black and white striped Duomo. And it's the perfect base to explore Tuscany's countryside, including the Chianti region and some of these special towns I'm about to show you. Colle Val is a quaint town in the province of Sienna, whose antique origins sit on the top of a hill, and it presides over the border, separating it from the renowned Chianti territory. So due to its position, and close to both Florence and Sienna, Colle Val has always been the object of ancient rivalry. But it's also been the capital of crystal. So this is why the town produces almost all of Italy's high-end glassware. But overall, it's just a beautiful town positioned on a hill and a great day out from Sienna. Number 3 is Montepulciano, and it stands atop a hill in southern Tuscany, not too far away from Sienna. And it's a medieval town of rare beauty, highly recommended for you to visit in this region. So the city is full of elegant Renaissance palaces, ancient churches, charming squares, and those hidden corners. Its strategic position actually makes it a perfect base, and from here you can even reach the charming Pienza, the thermal village of Bagno Vignone, and the famous Montalcino, and a lot of other stunning villages in a very short time. Lucca. There's a city that sounds like no other, a jewel protected by high walls and embraced by a musical atmosphere. Lucca is a city on the Certaldo River in Italy's Tuscany region. So what's great about this town is it's entirely walkable and encircled on all sides by the best preserved Renaissance fortifications in all of Tuscany. Now, because the historic centre is enclosed by city walls, Lucca has managed to convincingly preserve its heritage, so it's a place that is very much lived in. But what I like about this town is that it has so many towers to choose from, which means there are plenty of viewpoints to see Lucca's beautiful cityscape. Now, if you're travelling to Florence and you have a chance to go on a trip around Tuscany's hilltop towns, make sure you pay a visit to Certaldo. Now, this is a fascinating medieval hamlet, right in the heart of Val. Now, Certaldo is without doubt one of the most charming towns in Tuscany, because its beauty lies in its ancient walls that surround it. The narrow and winding alleys, the stone houses, and the historic palaces that overlook the main streets. So this is like a two-story town, with a perfectly preserved medieval centre. Certaldo Alto dates almost entirely from the Middle Ages, bar a few things that needed to be rebuilt. But almost everything that you'll want to see is in the upper town.
Number 6. Florence. Now, few cities can rival Florence for its artistic style. It's everything you think it should be. It's buzzing, and it's the heart of Tuscany, with a sense of history on every street corner. So it does deserve a spot on this list of places to visit in Tuscany, because how can you ignore a city that was the birthplace of the Italian Renaissance? Filled with world-famous art museums, galleries, and even the massive cathedral, which took 140 years to build. So if you can get past the scam artists in the centre and the massive droves of people in the summer, Florence still has something for everyone. Val d'Occia. So it may feel like cheating to include a valley as one of the best places to visit in Tuscany. But anyone who's actually been to the Val d'Occia won't mind about its inclusion. Another of Tuscany's UNESCO World Heritage Sites. A stunning valley that's home to some of the most beautiful landscapes in all of Italy, with rolling hills, vineyards, and picturesque villages. Something we can't ignore.
And while you're in the Val d'Occia region, I highly recommend that you visit this Tuscan little gem called Spaletto, an ancient castle that was once a shelter for pilgrims heading towards Rome. To the south of Sienna lies another classic fairy tale hilltop town, and it's set within a full circle of fortified walls and watched over a mighty castle of medieval perfection, Montalcino. A beautiful village that's immersed in the breathtaking Val d'Occia Natural Park, and it's renowned all over the world for the production of its precious red wine. So it's a great town to walk around in and admire the aesthetics all around you just by walking. You see, the town has scarcely changed in appearance since the 16th century, so once you get up in the town, I'm pretty sure that you're going to witness some of the best rolling sunny hills that you can imagine. Number 10 brings us to the favourite Pienza. A UNESCO World Heritage Site sits in the heart of Tuscany. So expect Renaissance architecture at its best. And of course, those gorgeous views. But Pienza is the largest town in the Val d'Occia region in central Tuscany, and it's a city shaped by one man's ambitious dream. That man was Pope Pius II. So a little meandering will lead you to the southern part of the town, from which you can see a spectacular view of the Val d'Occia. Now, if you didn't realise, Pienza is actually one of the most romantic destinations in Tuscany. This is where you'll find streets with evocative names like Via del Bacio or Via dell'Amore. So make sure you put that on your bucket list.
San Gimignano. So forget the 7 hills of Rome. San Gimignano's 15 towers are just as breathtaking. It's less than an hour's drive from Sienna, and a commune first raised by the ancient Etruscans. Following the fall of the Roman Empire, the church took over, patronizing the town with the glorious Sant'Agostino Basilica and the 12th century church of Santa Maria Assunta. So with this movement came a steady stream of pilgrims, poets, who were very quick to eulogize San Gimignano's beauty. This is a very, very juicy town that you have to visit.
And finally, number 12, Volterra. Now this is a stunning walled town just southwest of Florence. You will see the central Palazzo de' Piori, which has medieval frescoes and a bell tower with beautiful and expensive views. But I much preferred Volterra over Lucca. We visited Volterra as a day trip from a farmhouse in Sienna, and it was really worth the trip. Because it's an interesting hill town that offers a variety of things to do. You can visit alabaster shops and see artists working with the very same alabaster. Traditional. Or visit the Etruscan Museum, which was also fascinating. But overall, I still believe that the old Roman amphitheatre is the highlight of the town.
Okay everyone, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a few more ideas for your next holiday. I will be showcasing other destinations in Tuscany, a few more hidden gems and I would say less touristy towns to visit. Thanks again for those of you who subscribed and continue to watch each week. I always appreciate that.